Hey kids! Today we're going to hear an amazing story from the Bible about a brave man named Moses and how he led the Israelites out of Egypt. Are you ready? Let's go! A long, long time ago in a land called Egypt, the Israelites were living as slaves. They worked very hard every day and it was not fun at all. But God had a special plan to save them. He chose a man named Moses to be their leader. One day, God spoke to Moses through a burning bush. Yes, you heard that right, a bush that was on fire but didn't burn up. God said, "Moses, I have seen the suffering of my people. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt." Moses was a bit nervous and said, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh?" But God promised to be with him and gave him the power to perform miracles. So Moses went to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and said, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh was stubborn and said, "No way." God sent 10 plagues to Egypt to show his power. There were frogs, flies, hail, and even darkness. Finally, after the 10th plague, Pharaoh said, "Go, leave my people." The Israelites packed their bags quickly and followed Moses. But wait, Pharaoh changed his mind and sent his army to chase them. The Israelites were trapped between the Red Sea and Pharaoh's army. Oh no! But Moses trusted God. He raised his staff and God parted the Red Sea. The Israelites walked through on dry ground. When Pharaoh's army tried to follow, the sea closed back up, and they were all washed away. The Israelites were free at last. Now let's talk about the lessons we can learn from this story. Number 1. Trust in God. Just like Moses trusted God, we should trust God in our lives. When things seem tough, remember that God is always with us. Practical tip. When you're scared or worried, say a little prayer and ask God for help. He listens. Number 2. Be brave. Moses was brave even when he was scared. We can be brave too, knowing that God is with us. Practical tip. If you have to do something that makes you nervous, like speaking in front of the class, remember Moses and be brave. Number 3. God's power. God showed his power by parting the Red Sea. He can do amazing things in our lives too. Practical tip. Look for the little miracles in your life, like a beautiful sunrise or a kind friend. These are reminders of God's power and love. And that's the story of how Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. Remember, kids, God loves you and is always with you. See you next time for another amazing Bible story.